Morning to you. It's Daybreak on a Monday, and we are happy to have in studio the director of the Mason County Economic Development Council. It's Lynn Longan. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning.
Hi, Lynn.
Good morning. Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How's the economy on this fine Monday morning?
You know, I think the economy's getting better.
Good.
What do you think?
I think I tend to agree with you.
The unemployment rates keep going down. That's always a nice thing.
Houses are being sold.
That's right. Yeah, the real estate market's
You had a good
moving
question to Dawn Pinnell last week. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just a conversation I heard, but not a lot of new houses being built.
No, not yet.
But there will be a time for that.
I think it has to come.
Yeah, it has to.
It's just logical. It's going to happen.
Yeah, you'll run out of inventory and they'll have to build
Right.
new.
The other thing we always talk about, it was that Shelton was on the tail end of the recession. As Seattle got hit, then it moves slow. And then as Seattle picked up, it's a slow move around.
For the recovery.
The recovery. And, you know, it seems like that is perhaps one of the last things.
Right. That's what the state economist has told me. He said you were slower to feel the effects of the recession. You'll be a little bit slower to feel the, coming out of it. But we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
A lot of things going on to help start to boost the economy in downtown Shelton. First off, what do you think of that road diet that they had on Railroad?
I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to, wait and see what happens. I'm hoping it'll get people to stop and walk through town and, and visit the stores. I hope so.
Yeah. Something, working on some sort of a plan as we all move forward.
I think it's exciting just to see new things happening.
Yeah.
And you're right. Let's get a plan and let's do it.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, a couple months, a year down the road, then we say, well, we tried.
That's what I figure.
Yeah. We'll go back to the drawing board and think of something else.
Worth a try.
You got to try. You got to try. Yeah.
Right. Good stuff.
They don't have the parallel back-in parking yet.
Right. I saw
or diagonal, not parallel, but the diagonal.
Yeah.
Been painted,
not yet.
But they do have the crossroads there and the different painting and the one-way turn and 2 lanes.
It might take a little while for people to get used to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oops, I'm in a turn lane.
Yeah. Or why has that person got their backup lights on in front of me?
But it's a sign of the changing times, We couldn't do that before because of the Simpson and the log trucks.
Sure.
Yeah. Times have changed and we have new opportunities.
Yep, absolutely.
Seize them.
But it doesn't take away from the trucks. I will mention this story. There was we were out looking at the new look of Railroad, and a gentleman kind of came up, and we were all talking about some things, and he was wondering what was going on and what would happen. Well, what's going to happen to the trucks, the truck traffic? This is, and as sure as the day is long, as soon as he said that, a giant semi came right down just at 19 miles an hour, like Melanie McCullough was talking about. Perfect, just as they're supposed to.
Good.
And so, it's all going to work out, I think.
Good.
What else is going on in the county economically?
Well, the EDC, I mentioned it briefly last week that we proposed some changes to the county's comprehensive plan.
Yeah.
Thought maybe I'd talk about it just a little bit. There were people at the meeting that were angry at the EDC. I think people are afraid of what it means and afraid that what we're trying to propose is that you put, and this is kind of a quote from someone, a 3-story, 30,000 square foot, 49 employee smokestack building next to their home.
Okay.
That's not what the EDC is trying to do. It's just not. I want everybody to know that while we're trying to change the regulations a little bit in the comp plan and the language so that it does make it to where businesses that are out there can expand and can keep doing business, and we're also trying to make it to where it's easier to do business in the county. So we're not trying to say that we think it should be anywhere. It's not any business anywhere.
Right.
And this was all in this whole conversation was still the glossary, the terms. If we don't get the terms in the glossary, then later when we get to the regulation part, which we haven't even started, we're not able to put them in. So it's going to be a hard conversation. I encourage the community to watch what's happening and to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So as for now, what the Planning Commission has decided to do is to remove the recommendations from the EDC and from all of the public and to just do the things that have to be updated for now But they're still going to go through the process. We're still going to be updating it.
Yeah, it has to be done. You have
It
to
does.
update it.
We saw this as a great opportunity in this update to change things, and unfortunately, I think we moved a little too fast. So we'll work with the community more. We'll keep working with the community, and we'll move forward on it.
Let's change again, and as
Right.
we open the conversation, people are a little fearful of,
Sure.
wow, well, commerce, and you're going to start building a bunch of factories around here,
Right.
and it's a new world. Things are changing.
It is.
And so we got different challenges, and you have to adapt and adjust and move into the 21st century. You have to,
Right.
or you will blow away in the wind.
Yeah.
So.
When will be the next opportunity folks can look at upcoming issues about this or talk with you more?
Right. They're always welcome to talk to me. I'm there. I've had a few people that have stopped in and talked, and that's great. If you want more than a few minutes, please make an appointment.
Sure.
Because I don't want to just have to brush people aside. I want to take the time. I want to talk about it, and this is where we're coming from and what we're trying to do. And anyway, there's another planning commission meeting on. I don't remember the date. It's in August.
Okay.
And it is on the county's website if you go to their planning commission site, the community development site.
Well, we'll continue to let people know about this, and
Yeah.
when you come on next week, we'll hammer
Right.
down those dates for
Right.
sure.
And the other thing is the EDC. These were recommendations to the planning commission. We are not rewriting the comp plan.
Or setting
We're making
precedent or-
recommendations to the planning commission, and thought-provoking things, conversation starters.
Yeah.
Let's start talking about it and what it means.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Very good. Lynn Longan, the director of the Mason County Economic Development Council. Their website, choosemason.com. They're also on social media, and you can follow their postings as well. So, Lynn, we'll come back next week and talk some more about this.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
8:51 at iFiber One News Radio.